Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back with another recap slash rant, and I'm about to jump straight into it. As you see, the background, it's my room, even though I should be recording in the freaking bathroom because that's what we played like today. But anyway, the Falcons versus the Jaguars, 23-7, which is freaking interesting. The last time the Jaguars beat us was in 2007, and this year it's 23. So that's freaking interesting right there. But the freaking score was terrible. Another embarrassing game in London, as y'all know. Not the last time we played in London when we went against the Jets, but before that, when we went against the Lions, when they came back and beat us. I thought we was going to come back and beat the Jaguars, but this game was tough. Now, real quick, let me address something I said last week. The title of the video last week was Calais Campbell is trash. Guys, obviously I know Calais Campbell is not trash, but he's playing like absolute trash. But today he actually had his best game on the team, had one solo tackle and 5 assisted. So this was literally his best game. He almost had his 100 sack, but the dude was running around like a maniac. Didn't know what the heck was going on. But as y'all know, I like to start off with the away team, and then we're going to talk about our Falcons. As far as the away team, man, the Jaguars. First of all, they're going to play another London game next week, which is crazy. I feel like they got the most London games out of everybody. One of my favorite games I ever watched was the Jaguars versus the Bills a couple of years ago, one of the first London games. I don't know if that was the first London game or not, but that was crazy. But Trevor Lawrence, man. Trevor Lawrence was definitely the MVP for their offense today. Man was going crazy. He had... Whoa. What the heck is this? Hold on. My bad, guys. He had 23 for 30. He was 23 for 30, 207 yards and a touchdown. And they running game was trash. Travis Etienne had 20 carries for 55 yards. Right now, the Falcons, we did really good at going up against the run, but the big thing was the play actions, the passes. Trevor Lawrence was just throwing dots on the sidelines. Trevor Lawrence played his butt off. This was like my first game really watching this man play, and he was comfortable. It didn't like we really created too much pressure like that. We did have a sack, I believe. And I'll talk about that when we get to the Falcons. But as far as the Jaguars offense, it was mainly him, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, and Evan Ingram. My bad. Evan Ingram, what the heck am I talking about? It's still his name. It's different accents. They in Leonard today, so I guess that's why I was talking like that. But anyway, Evan Ingram, 7 receptions, 59 yards. Christian Kirk, 8 receptions, 84 yards, average 10.5. What's crazy, I thought Calvin Ridley actually did more, but he only had 2 receptions for 38 yards, and he had a touchdown. Now, let me tell you this, because last week I said the same thing when we was going against the Lions. I said AJ Terrell should have traveled with St. Brown. And y'all, somebody in the comments, shout out to you, he was like, yo, it's the NFL, AJ Terrell doesn't travel and all that other stuff. I told y'all, like, they be watching my videos. What did you see this week? AJ Terrell traveled for the first time I done seen in the league. Even though they should have been doing that, but he traveled Calvin Ridley pretty much most of the time, and then even in the slot. AJ Terrell was in the slot when Calvin Ridley was in the slot. And of course, AJ Terrell, once Christian Kirk started going crazy, they kind of tried to put him on him and then somebody else. The effort was out there for a minute. He went down. They had to go to somebody else. So it is what it is, man, when it comes to that. So, but yeah, Christian Kirk balled out. Evan Ingram balled out, especially at the end of the game. Towards when we needed to stop them the most, that's when they balled out. But Calvin Ridley, hey, man, the type of stuff that was happening when he was with us, you know, with the whole gambling stuff and him talking about he got to work on his mental health. It's kind of crazy how that happened. Marcus Mariota and Calvin Ridley both did the same thing, pretty much. Like, they just didn't want to be on the team. And what's crazy, this whole game, it seemed like everybody was just out of it. I don't know if you saw Drake London on the sideline was just staring in space like this. Bijan, even though he had a crazy game, he was just like, it don't even seem like he was running full speed. It's like everybody, I don't know, they was jet lagged, they was tired. They just seemed like they wasn't into this game. But the Jaguars on offense, that's really much I have to say about their offense. Trevor Lawrence did what he needed to do. We did good against the run game, except for Trevor Lawrence. Pretty much. He had 8 carries for 42 yards. Dude was juking everybody, running out of bounds, laughing at our sideline. Like, he had that little Aaron Rodgers smile going on. Like, yeah, you guys can't stop me type stuff. Good guy, you know what I'm saying? Nice guy. Shout out to Trevor Lawrence. You know, he did what he needed to do, man. But the fact, like I said, I'm not used to losing against the Jaguars, and this one hurts because it's like last week we had 6 points. This week we have 7 points. Last week was 2 field goals. This week was only 1 touchdown. And it was against a team that, like I said, we haven't lost against in 27 before Matt Ryan came in. I don't know if it was what was that dude named Joey Harrington? I don't know if Joey Harrington was quarterbacking or what, but back then. But anyway, that was the offense for the defense for the Jaguars. Also, another former Falcon, Foya Ololokun, who we should have never got rid of in the first place. Dude led the team in tackles, 8 solo tackles, 1 assisted tackles. Just think about it for a second. They said he was the second player in history, or I don't know if he already did it, but this year or whatever, it would be like his third year leading in tackles in the season. That's what I'm saying, guys. Usually when we have guys and they end up leaving, they were great players, especially linebackers. They said the last person that did that was Jesse Tuggle, who played for us as well. Somehow we let Olakon go. But last year and all the other years, we was like having Eric Harris on the team. And all this other bull crap, the people that's freaking straight trash, we keep. But the people that's actually going out and going beyond, going crazy. I remember even when we had Paul Warlow, who was a great freaking middle linebacker for us. Paul Warlow was freaking great. And we let him go. Olakon was leading the team in tackles. We let this man go to Jacksonville. Calvin really understand his issue. They could have really worked on round that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that really goes. But you know how our city is. Even though we like the swagger and all that other stuff, we don't like that whole negativity. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. But just the fact that we basically got beat by the 2 former Falcons on our team is really shows you something. That we had the talent. We drafted the talent. And they got the freak out of here, man. And we let them go. It's not like we pretty much, oh, yeah, I'm leaving. Besides, like, Mariota. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Calvin really wanted to be traded. I don't know how that whole situation went. But I don't know. It just seems like a lot of people, when they come to us, they end up having some mental health stuff going on. They don't want to play for us. Or if they do want to stay, they don't let them stay. Like guys like Roddy White, guys like Finneran, guys like Matt. You know what I'm saying? All of those guys that wanted to stay on the team, they was like, well, we do not care, like on some Mike Tomlin type stuff, and they just let him out of here, man. So, anyway, Foya Ololokun, like I said, 8 tackles, 1 assisted. That Campbell dude, Tyson Campbell, number 32, he's 6'1", he's the same height as me. For some reason, out there on the field, he looked kind of smaller, but he played his butt off, man. He was guarding Kyle Pitts, he was guarding Drake London. For a smaller guy, he was pretty much locking up, doing what he needed to do. So good stuff to him. Tyson Campbell, I believe last year he had 2 pick sixes in a game or back-to-back weeks or something like that in off the game. I don't know if that was him or not. But Tyson Campbell, he definitely did what he needed to do for the Jaguars. As far as anybody else, Cisco, he had to pick. Williams, he had to pick. One of them guys was a rookie or something like that. I don't know. One of them guys had to pick 6. But, man, what's crazy about those picks, they wasn't necessarily bad throws because it was going straight to the freaking receiver. Like, they was going straight to him. They were just a good job about the defenders for jumping the route. Like, they jumped the freak out of it. And like the commentator was saying the whole game, the main thing was Desmond Ridder was like basically watching the receivers the whole time. Like, he was just literally just looking at them like, oh, shoot, I'm going to throw it right to you. He wasn't looking off. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. He was telling you exactly where he was going with the ball. And that was the main problem with Desmond Ridder this game. And what's crazy, the analysts after the game freaking wasted no time trying to rip this man. Think about it. And what was that? 3, 4, 5. I think this is his. Oh no, let me see. 6, 7, 8. I think this is his 8th game that he's ever played. Right? He's undefeated at home. And before this game, he came to this game with 1 interception. And it already basically seemed like this man is trash, bro. Like, he's been the most efficient quarterback right now. He hasn't been a turnover machine. I know, like, in that Packers game, they dropped some of the picks. I understand that. But to call this man trash, like, instantly, they talking about, oh, man, well, like, they acting like this man is terrible. But I told y'all, this man is basically still a rookie. And he has to develop. What I've seen after the second half, the dude has came out and actually threw the ball in the ground when there was nothing there. That surprised me. I'm like, oh shoot, he didn't take no sack, but he ended up getting a sack taken. He had how many sacks? Josh Allen, which is freaking insane, bro. The dude freaking sacked that man 3 times in the game. Fumble, strip sack. That was also crazy. Jared Allen does freaking great in London. Like, I don't know what it is. That man made a name for himself in London. And He did what he needed to do. Also, Trevon Walker had a sack. Desmond Ridder, I think he got hit like 16 times, and they sacked him 4 times. What the hell are you talking about? Jimmy Carter turned 99? What the heck is this? My bad, I'm just looking at the thing. Yo, what a way for the Atlanta native to freaking turn 99 and we get destroyed. But anyway, for their defense, like I said, it was Ololakon, it was Williams, Cisco, and Josh Allen, number 41, not the quarterback, obviously. Josh Allen, the defender, was freaking going crazy, man. Our offensive line was looking like trash, and they was the reason for that. So anyway, as far as the Falcons, man, let me go to the Falcons, man. All right, like I said, Desmond Ridder, man, the interceptions he threw were going straight to the defender. It's not like it was just a bad pass, you know what I'm saying, just stupid stuff. It was going straight to the receiver, but the defenders did a good job of jumping the ball. He just needed to, either they needed to come up, or he needed to put some oomph on it, or he just needed to make the decision faster. Towards the end of the game, he started making better passes. But I think the biggest part of this team, and I'm going to go into the stats and everything like that, the biggest part of this team, or what's wrong with this team is, man, somebody said it last week, we should have somebody that can create separation. Mac Hollins and Mac Hollins and Drake London are deep threats. They're like, you know what I'm saying, just go up and go get it. But right now, our offensive line doesn't give this man enough time to do it. And the thing is, since Desmond Ridder is already like, he hears the noise of, oh, this man can't pass. Arthur Smith is probably telling him, oh, this play is designed for this. This is who you need to throw it to. So it's like they don't let quarterbacks really develop. And I told you that's what was happening. Because Arthur Smith wasn't used to a great quarterback until he was with Matt Ryan. And that's just facts. So it's like he's used to quarterbacks just doing whatever they need to do just to get by instead of letting the quarterback develop for themselves. And that's the main problem. That's what I think about what was wrong with Arthur Smith. Utilizing his talent, it's like he has a lot of talent around him. Bringing Bijan first round, Drake London first round, Kyle Pitts first round. When Matt Ryan was here, Kyle Pitts freaking broke rookie records. Last year, Drake London, I think he had like 700, 800 some yards, but he was way better last year as a rookie than he is now. I don't know what the heck he's doing. Bijan, they're trying to utilize him, but they're not trying to utilize him too much, so he won't get burnt out like Ezekiel Elliott or something like that, and then just be, it's crazy. It's like they don't know what the heck they're doing. Like I told y'all last week, and I stand behind this, Arthur Smith coached the best offensive game he's ever coached, in my opinion. Last week, the players did not execute. This week, I think it was all of it. I think the play calling was kind of mid. I think they still played bad. I feel like they could have done a lot better. I like that they do feel like they can trust Desmond, but the offensive line is like terrifying this man, where he feels like he has to just make a throw. And then it's like they don't want the man just throw the ball away. I feel like he's just trying to be perfect, but you can't be perfect. If they get a better line and they block for him, I would rather this man take the shots down the field like he did in college. I really would. It seemed like he's trying to underthrow stuff. I don't know, man. I know they're trying to build his confidence, but it's like they're doing it in the wrong way. I know he wants to put the team on his back. He wants to be that guy. And, Atlanta, the city, they all on them. Oh, you saw what happened to Marcus Mariota. They pushed him out. They doing this. They doing that. He's trying to be the face of the city. And it's a lot going on right now, So that's how I feel about the whole Desmond Ridder stuff. But anyway, Bijan Robinson, 14 carries, 105 yards. I mean, I don't understand why people was like, oh, run the ball. I get it. They did run the ball, and Bijan had over 100 yards. But we still need an effective passing game to do what we need to do. Tyler Algier had 7 carries for 16 yards. And Desmond Ridder had 1 for 6. And CP, Cordell Patterson, was actually healthy this game. But guess what? The dude was just out there on kick return, not doing nothing. So, they didn't let him do anything because they was kicking him back in the end zone. I thought they was going to actually put him out there in the field. I don't know, because it's his contract year. I'm not sure if it's contract year or not. They don't want to pay the man, like I said, a dude that wants to stay here, and they trying to ship him out for some stupid reason. But I don't know, man. I know Bijan, that's the reason why they drafted Bijan in the first place. But CP, I felt like he would have played his heart out this game. I feel like if you put CP at wide receiver, he would do a lot better than what the heck they doing out there, in my opinion. If they using Bijan and Tyler out there at running back, let CP go out there and be at the wide receiver spot like they did against New Orleans. I don't know if that was last year or the day before. it was at the end of the game. We need to come back, and Matt threw it on the sideline or something like that, and we ended up winning that game in New Orleans that year. Utilize this man to where he need to be. The same way they using Bijan, the same way they should be using CP while we still got him, and that's just facts, man. So anyway, Jonnu Smith had 6 receptions for 95 yards, which is insane. In fact, he's the second on the depth chart, and the dude has more yards than Kyle Pitts, I believe, right now in the season, if I'm not mistaken. Kyle Pitts had 2 receptions for 21 yards, averaged 10.5. Bijan 5 receptions for 32. Drake London 3 for 28. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Mike Hollins 0 for 0. Tyler Algier had -4 receiving yards. I just feel like the offensive line is like the main thing where it's just like nobody can gain confidence if they feel like they about to get smacked. And then if you hold on to the ball, you gonna get smacked. If you try to make a play, you gonna get either smacked or you gonna throw a pick. And if you just try to throw it up, I don't want to overthrow it. Then people think I'm trash because my stats look bad. It's like it's a whole bunch of stuff at once, man. It's like even if it is a good play call, they still have to play. If it's not a good play call, oh well, he should have audible. If it is a good play call after he audible, then what the heck are they doing? It's like a whole bunch of stuff at once, man. But what else? On defense for us, Richard Grant led our team with 9 tackles and 2 assists. Good stuff on that man. Nate Lamb is his name. Nate. Nate Lamb. He was the filler for Troy Anderson, who I really like on our defense. Troy got to get back, but he did good. 8 tackles, 2 assists. Jesse Basin didn't get a pick this game, but he had 5 tackles and 3 assisted. Like the dude went out and did what he needed to do. Jeff Okudah, this was his first game. He didn't really do nothing too crazy. He had 3 assisted tackles, but it was like, man, he should have played last week. The whole hype, going against his own team, he should have just played last week. I don't know why he waited till after that game. That made no sense to me, but if that was his health, that's what it was, or they didn't clear him fast enough or whatever, that's on them. Grady Jarrett made some good plays today, but like I told y'all, the man Calais Campbell had 1 solo tackle and 5 assisted, so this was his best game. I told y'all the dude he is not trash, but I'm saying he's trash because he's playing like trash. That's why he's making me so mad, because I know how good he is. I don't care his age. The dude is still signed to an NFL contract, making millions a year, probably making more than everybody watching this video combined within like 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being real, like the dude is making millions. Something right now at a freaking 9-to-5 job that it would take you probably your whole freaking like until retirement to make, pretty much. And I can call this man trash because I know he's talented, and sometimes you have to have tough love. So that's why when I say people trash, and unless they really trash like Eric Harris, all this stuff, like I told you about, Eric Harris was 1 second away from being like an Ed Reed. But that 1 second is the reason why he was trash. Calais Campbell, he has all the talent in the world, all the Brown and all this other stuff, the deep voice, the manly, the Hawk stuff. It just doesn't do anything, bro. He has all that hype around him. I don't know if he's just supposed to be a mentor or whatever, but that's his role. The dude, they kept zooming in on him. He looking like, bro, what's going on, man? The most stuff I seen him do in the field was, I told you, this is his best game. But he was like, oh yeah, that dude was holding it. He was just pointing at it like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. AJ Terrell, like I said, did a good job against Calvin. He had, miscommunication early on with Jesse Bates and him. Messed that up early on to get that touchdown. But it is what it is. Anyamata, once again, playing better than Calais Campbell. 2 tackles, 5 assisted, and he had a 1.5 sack this game. And Bud Dupree had a sack, a 0.5 sack. He was the other guy who had that 0.5. So, man, hey, it is what it is. We should have played this game a lot better. I believe all phases was trash. We couldn't do anything on special teams because we didn't really have special teams. They were scoring touchdowns. Desmond Ritter, yeah, like I said, even though they was good throws going to receiver, he got to make those decisions faster, and we got to utilize our talent, man. I've been telling you that every single week. But it seemed like they do be watching my videos. I told y'all, I seen AJ Terrell travel. I seen them try to do more with Desmond Ridder, but they backing themselves into a corner. I feel like they do it at the wrong times. I feel like it's good to finally put that man out there, but they doing it at the wrong times in the game. It's like they run down the field, get to the red zone, then they try to pass. Then they get sacked out of field goal range, or did they get a holding call, and then they try to do some other stupid stuff. And then even when they supposed to take the shot, they don't take a shot. They do a screenplay. It's like they don't know what the freak they're doing. They have all that talent and do not know what they're doing. They got Scotty Miller. They need to use him. On defense, they got Arnold Ebiketie. The dude is a great pass rusher. They need to use him. You saw he almost took out Trevor Lawrence. But guess what? They try to do a good play and they take him out the game. All of the good players on the team, it seems like they do not know what they're doing for some reason. They don't know how to utilize them. I keep telling you that every single week, man. So this game, like I said, we could have won, but the offense scoring 6 points last week, 7 points this week, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, haven't lost against them since 2007, and in London where they're, I mean, I see why they the home team this game, because that's pretty much their home right now. It's tough, man. It's tough. Now we 2-2, and it ain't looking too good for us right now. I feel like we're gonna win at home, but we ain't gonna be able to win away. So let's see who we play next week, man. That's all I gotta say for this game. For their team, the MVP for their offense was Trevor Lawrence and Calvin, and on their defense, it was Alola Khan and Josh Allen. So let me see, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm trying to think about anything else, man. Next week, like I said, please play Scotty Miller in the slot. Put Scotty Miller out there. Oh yeah, by the way, that Matt Hodge did a good job too. He made some clutch catches on third down and stuff like that. So my bad, Hodge. So good stuff on that. So who do we play next week? We play the Texans. Is it gonna be? It's gonna be here. So we're gonna be playing here at home. So Desmond Ridder hasn't lost it at home yet since he's been in the league, and he didn't do it in college. They're 1-2 right now. They play against the Steelers today. Let's see how this goes, man. And you already know their Texans Stadium is where 2083 happened, and I don't think we won there since. I think every time we used to play the Texans, we get destroyed. So, I don't know how next week gonna go, man. They got to do better. Bijan did a good game, over 100 some yards. They got to utilize Scotty Miller, man. They got to utilize Scotty and Hodge. Put them out there when you need to get open. That's how I feel. Kyle Pitts, they're making this man into a running tight end, a blocking tight end. It's like he's not even a threat no more, man. Dude was 1-on-1 with Campbell, and they were just like, it don't matter in the red zone. I don't know, man. They gotta do better. Anyway, before I start just going on a crazy rant, even though I'm already ranting, but I know I can just go all over the place. So anyway, appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the feedback for last week. Any advice? If you're thinking about doing something, like I said, go for it. Hey, man, it's been fun. It's been cool. I appreciate the feedback. All the comments last week, it was fun answering. Y'all be like, yo, Calais is not trash. He's not trash. But, hey, that's what he playing like, man. And I agree with what a lot of y'all are saying. Hopefully this week, next week, it'll be a lot better. But this was another embarrassment in London. And the two Falcons did what was best for the other team. And some people we should have kept. That's just how it is. But we gotta keep the people that want to stay. And we gotta keep the people that want to play. That's how we win it up, man. So, anyway, I'm out.